It started with a dream. Cass Naidu had a burning desire to see the girl child in sport celebrated. And so 14 years ago, she did something about it. Tonight, many have walked this red carpet and many will do so tonight on this last day of Women's Month. Tonight, we will cheer them on, remind them to pat themselves on the back for a job well done, to remind them that even though it doesn't always seem like it, someone is always listening, someone is always watching. And out there is a little girl who's inspired to fight for her dream a little harder. And so tonight, my lady friend, you don't get to play it small. Tonight, your field, your tenacity is light. And around here, we don't hide light. Welcome to the 2019 G-Sport for Girls Awards. My name is Kate Nokwe, and I'll be your red carpet host. Tonight, you can get involved with all the proceedings by watching us. We are on our YouTube channel. That's Vision View Production on YouTube, or on Facebook, G-Sport for Girls Awards. We can find us here. We're going to be here the whole night celebrating many women who are walking the light of sport, who are inspiring us day to day. The likes of Temi Kgatlana, Kasa Semenya, I saw Uriali Dwaba. She's here, Vice President of SAFA. She's also here. Come through if you are on your way. We're going to celebrate many women tonight. But the hashtag for tonight is no apologies for my success. Many women are going to walk through this red carpet and just remind us why they are not making no apologies for their success. As I mentioned, my name is Kate Nokwe, and I'll be the first host for this evening, Pearl Shongwe, a bit later on, as well as my colleague at Supersport, who is Tate Moeng, who's going to be the voice of God tonight. So let's enjoy tonight's proceedings, and we follow that hashtag, no apologies for my success. No apologies for my success. That's a hashtag for tonight. The 2019 G-Sports Awards coming to you from Wanderers, just above the Wanderers Stadium, Bidvest Wanderers Stadium, if you've never been to this area. But with me, I'm very excited. Umkhaya, former Proteas captain, Zanele Mdodana, who you know very well, especially G-Sports. She's obviously the ambassador of these awards. So Zanele, when I say to you, no apologies for my success, what comes to mind?
It means I stand tall, I'm proud, I'm confident, and I'm very, what can I say, like, finally, our success has been acknowledged. So I'm not apologetic. I'm proud of everything I've been through, and I'm proud of the challenges that I've endured, and I'm proud to be here tonight to say well done to Imbokoto and Abafazi, who have stood the test of time where sport is concerned.
Quite fitting that it's on the last day of Women's Month, wasn't it? Was that the plan behind? Because I know you were the ambassador, obviously, so you have some say in what goes on behind the scenes?
Yeah, I think Kaz really thought about it quite well, and it really is the best day to celebrate, women in sport, on and off the field. We've been wanting women to get the platform and the recognition that they deserve, and what a day to celebrate it, the last day of Women's Month.
I know a lot has happened in 2019, obviously, especially as far as netball is concerned, but just sum it up from now a spectator, maybe, let's say. You're not as heavily involved with the Spar Proteas as you were. What is a highlight for you?
Definitely the Spar Proteas firstly beating Jamaica in a World Cup. Secondly, that close match against by 2 points that lost to Australia, how our girls just showed up. I mean, it gave me goosebumps. I could barely sit down. I was like losing my breath the way they were so phenomenal. And obviously for them going to the World Cup and playing in a semi-final, which is something that hasn't happened in netball since 1995. So they've set the standard and the bar so high. I'm really looking forward to seeing how we continue with that heading towards 2023.
You are definitely looking stunning tonight. Last question, and obviously the most important one. Who are you wearing tonight?
Oh yes, I've been waiting for this question because I said to my girl, I'm going to let people know who she is. This is my very dear friend, Uvangeli. She's based around Stellenbosch. She is absolutely phenomenal. I just gave her a picture. I say, sweetie, just do something that looks pretty, that you think will look pretty on me, and I think she's done a phenomenal job. Thank you so much, Uvangeli Couture.
Blood red, everybody. No apologies for my success. Thank you very much, Zanele. Do enjoy the evening and come talk to us a bit later.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Go out there and enjoy the evening. Former Proteas captain, that one. Obviously, a lot to celebrate as far as the Spar Proteas are concerned. This year being, the World Cup year, and now 2023 is just around the corner. We're going to speak to more of our guests in just a moment. More netball chats here at the G-Sports Awards, the 2019 edition of that. Right now, I am proud to have the president of Netball South Africa. So Cecilia, you're looking stunning tonight, by the way. Tell us more about what you're going with tonight.
I'm dressed by Madira from Mamelodi. She's the one that dressed me actually when I went to take the baton. So when I said I'm going for some special events, she said, let me do it for you again, President.
Let's talk about that, Baton. 2023 is a huge year for South Africa. 2019 was just as big. What do you take from 2019 going all the way to there?
Bigger things. 2019 was just a blessing to us. I mean, having 2023 and being announced as the host and the girls going to the semi-finals. I mean, everybody must look for 2023, what is going to happen. I know in 2023 that we're going to be on that medal podium and take a medal. We have started with the preparations of 2023. We are waiting for some other paperwork to finish, so as now we can put in LOCs and everybody that needs to be there, and then we kick. Yes.
Definitely not making apologies for your success, that's for sure. That's our netball goals. But tonight, Mama, you're nominated, obviously. You're a finalist tonight. Quite a group of goals that you are nominated with. What does that say for you, you know, considering the group around you?
I'm saying those are women that are doing good in sport, and each and every one of them that is nominated are worth nominees. So anyone who wins tonight, good luck to them. And I'm saying, you know, just being nominated, it humbles me. It's not about winning sometimes, it's just about being, recognized. And this recognition means a lot to me. And it also means a lot to Netball South Africa being nominated as Federation of the Year. I mean, it shows that we're doing something as netball and we're shaking this country, and we have just started. This is just the beginning.
Thank you so much, Mama. Do go enjoy the night, and I hope you do win. You're up against Thembi Kgatlana as well as Sarah Kumal. It's quite a tough one, but also Netball South Africa nominated as Federation of the Year. So great things coming for you guys. Do enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much.
Oh, another stunning lady to look forward to tonight. She's nominated. You can say double nominee because Netball South Africa is nominated as part of the Federation of the Year, but she's also in the running for Women of the Year. That was Mama Cecilia, President of Netball South Africa. We'll have more interviews a bit later on. One of our rising stars is Minentle Mia, who is representing South Africa in China right now. She is an adorable chess player. She unfortunately could not make it tonight, but her father is gracing us with his presence tonight. Babu Robert Mia. Babu Robert, where are you from?
I'm from Kutsong in Carltonville.
Because Mia is my clan name, so I'm wondering if I should claim any family relation there at all.
Not at all.
So Umama is a bit shy, but you definitely are happy to talk about Minentle. For your family, what does this mean for having your little girl at such a young age, being honored?
Really, words fail me to express how we feel as a family. But we are really, really very proud. I mean, it's a blessing because as a parent, there's no formula of how to raise a child. But then your child achieving this at such a tender age, I mean, it's a blessing. You cannot ask more from God.
You've done a fantastic job. I mean, we love her in the media. She's definitely a rising star in South Africa. We're expecting great things from her. But, at school, how is she doing at school? How is she as a child?
No, at school, she's also doing very well. But she's naughty. It's just then when he met strangers, she becomes a little bit shy. But at home, she's like any other child. She's very naughty then.
What we'll be we were crossing fingers for Yena tonight to actually win. That's of course Babu Robert Mia there, who is the father to Minentle Mia, who is a SA school sports star, rising star. We're looking forward to great things for her. She's just 8 years old, but she's a phenomenal chess player. We'll be back with another interview in just a second. Stay with us. No, but I'm saying so I can speak to them. I'm happy to speak to as they come in, whoever. I just need to know who they are. Yes, definitely. Shall we sit down or standing? We can stand? Whatever. Hi, Di, how are you?
Well, and you?
I'm well, thank you. My name is Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, cool. SA Schools Netball. Hey,
Yeah,
just
that's
netball.
SA Schools Netball.
Okay. More. Well, it seems like netball is putting their best foot forward tonight. It's all been netball. That's fine. Right now I have Di Woolley with me, who is the president of SA Netball Schools. Great year for netball, and obviously a great night for you guys tonight. What are you expecting?
Well, I'm so excited about tonight. I think for everybody that is here, I just wish them well, and I hope that everybody that is here is actually going to take with them that little moment of success. Even if they're not the winner, they're a winner anyway because they are here, and they're a winner because people have seen them and noticed them.
Earlier I was speaking to Mum Cecilia, who's obviously the president of netball, but it starts with you, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it starts with us, and we are the nursery, and we do feed into the federation, and it's great that we've had such a good year. I think at school level we've had a good year with our tournaments, at senior level with the World Championships. I think we've really been blessed.
Thank you so much. I do enjoy the evening, and I'm hoping great things to hear from you guys, SA School Sports, obviously, and especially school netball, because, I mean, as a child at school, I played netball. So do enjoy your evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you.
Cool. That's more interviews coming for you in just a moment. Just stay with us. Oh, no apology. I've been saying apologies.
Yeah, so
I have.
you can just speak on
No
this
apology.
interview.
No problem. I'm good. Okay, we can all come at the same time.
Yes, all right. Let's do this.
We'll all do it at the same time. Okay. If you guys are happy. Yeah, I mean, are you guys representing one? Which one? Big Five duty free. Oh, perfect. I see more ladies walking in. I'm happy to speak to you, Sue. Get in here, Sue. Come. Oh, just one. But no, you're here already, Sue. We might as well. Sue, a scorer. I've always been fascinated by being a scorer for cricket. No apology for my success. What does that tell you?
Well, I think that's wonderful to hear that from women. So no apology for my success. That's brilliant, because to show that women shouldn't be apologizing for their success.
I mean, I know someone who should be apologizing for the Proteas after that World Cup, right?
Oh, I don't go there. I've got to be neutral.
Thank you so much. You enjoy the evening tonight. We've got a lot. And they're coming through now over thick and fast, so we're going to bring in more ladies. You can come through. Yeah, we can. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm well, thank you. So you're looking stunning tonight. We'll always love and appreciate the different cultures. But for you, looking around this room, do you have any pride looking all these women who are looking like they're standing up for themselves?
It's exactly that. It's pride and it's honor. I mean, to be part of such distinguished women gives me chills up until now. I know it's a bit chilly outside, but I promise you it's really astounding, and I love it. I love that women standing up for themselves, and we have a great platform like G-Sport to help us with that thing.
I mean, we're cheering a lot of our youngsters. I've got one more youngster now standing by to come through. So what do we say to our youngsters now who are still young to say you should never make apology for being successful?
Just be yourself, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's all good and great that we have role models, but at the end of the day, if we bring ourselves, bring our X factor, we can only do great things.
Thank you so much. Do enjoy the evening. Let's bring in. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good, and you?
Well, thank you.
Good.
For you tonight, what does this night mean for you?
Oh, it's intense. It's amazing. It's just a wonderful event to be part of. Couldn't ask for anything better.
So, a lot of young women who are looking up to a lot of people tonight. What message have you got for them?
Inspire someone else to get involved. Inspire another young girl, another woman even to be involved. Just get involved.
Thank you so much. Do enjoy the evening. So we've got the MEC coming through just now. We're going to speak to her in just a moment. But stay with us. Do get involved. That hashtag is no apology for my success. G-Sport 2019. Also, if you are watching us, you are on Facebook Live. That's the G-Sport Awards Facebook, as well as Vision View production on YouTube. Do watch us there. Well, we've got the MEC coming through in just a moment. We're going to speak to you, my sweetie, in just a moment as well. You're obviously one of our emerging stars. But, okay, can we just quickly bring... Okay, we just need to bring in the MEC in just right now. And then we're going to speak to you. But you stand right there. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Mama, let's bring you in so much. Thank you so much for your time. You're looking absolutely stunning. Our hashtag tonight, no apology for my success. You've been hearing it over and over this whole week. What does that say to you, even as an oldish lady tonight?
Oldish, I don't know, but it's absolutely great. We're here to celebrate women in sports. We're here to celebrate great achievement that women are making throughout. They're showing that, hey, sport is not a domain for men, and here we are. Recognize us.
Last day of Women's Month. I mean, it's quite appropriate that we have these awards tonight, but also being involved in sport, obviously in the province. Have you seen the growth in women's sport that you would like to? Is it where it should be?
We definitely can do more. Our girls are doing amazingly well. I mean, if you look at our Protea stars, our Spa Proteas, if you look at Banyana, the women are really doing exceptionally well with a little help. And they're showing that even though there's structural problems that are still there in sport, they're doing amazingly well. And they're saying, look at us, just government come on board, private sector come on board, take us to the next level and we'll show you our best. And this is what we see, and this is what they're saying to us.
whisper it to me. Who are you looking forward to winning tonight? Like the one award you like?
All of them.
That's not an answer, Minister. Thank you so much. You enjoy the evening. I mean, we'll obviously be nothing without our ministers, but it's definitely important to see them come around and just, hang out with the rest of us. Always see them up from afar, but it's great to have her with us tonight. And we're going to continue celebrating. More interviews coming up in just a second. But that hashtag, don't forget, no apology for my success, is a Momentum Gsport Awards 2019 edition. Yes, this is yes,
finalist.
double finalist, yes. School sports, and I'm just waiting for them to give me. Huh?
From Ian's end.
Oh, that's lovely. Yes, but I need to speak to Hashem. I've been holding him. I'm just waiting for an available camera. Double nominee for the first time tonight. We're actually seeing the first one now. Kayuri Moodley was right here with me. You're looking stunning, baby girl. Who are you dressed by?
Bride & Co.
Oh, wow. Okay, I had absolutely no designers at your age, but double nominee. Which award are you looking forward to winning tonight?
Both of them would be fantastic, but I think Emerging Athlete would be one of the best ones to win.
Why would that be important for you?
Just to prove to young athletes that they can be an emerging athlete no matter what sport or what field that you're in.
Yeah, I mean, yours is quite a specific one. I mean, who do you look up to in your field?
Only else, just for the fact that he's done a lot for junior golf in South Africa and that his son has autism. So he does a lot of work for charity and to raise awareness for autism.
That's quite important. Obviously, a lot of people look up to Tiger Woods, but you could be our next Tiger Woods. Thank you so much. Do enjoy the evening tonight, and I'm wishing you all the best. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's definitely. Kayuri Moodley was nominated for two awards tonight. We're looking forward to seeing what the future brings for, a sensational golfer at such a young age. So we're going to have more interviews in just a second. Stay with us. That hashtag, no apology for my success. Well, we'll be nothing without our sponsors, obviously. The big one being Momentum tonight, but we'll also have a Big Five Duty Free. A group of guys with me, ladies looking stunning. Gentlemen, I'm not sure why you're here, I'm kidding. But let me start with you, Sis Dibabazi. Dibakazi. Oh, by Baleka wrong, so I'm going with it. Sis Dibakazi, so why did you guys feel like this is important to empower women?
Our company is just a very big company, and I know they're very passionate about things like this, and we were just so honored to just be asked to come and take part in this. So we were just so glad that our company does do things like this, because sometimes you don't know what your company is involved in, and then when you do get to see that we are involved in such a large scale, it's such an honor. Thank you.
Let me move in quickly right here between you two, Sis Barbara, and you, Esther. So our hashtag tonight is no apology for my success, Sis Barbara, as well as you, Esther. I'm going to come to you just now. But what comes to mind when you hear that?
No apology for my success. I think we should all take ownership of the things that we do and the things that we do well.
A lot of young ladies coming up tonight. How do we encourage them not to be apologetic about success?
I think by educating them as well, like going to school to be educated and just have confidence on their self.
So I'm hoping the goodie bag is really nice as Helena tonight. So can you tell me, are you able to tell me what did you put in there?
No, because the total surprise. But you know what I want to tell you? I want to tell you that we're doing this for 10 years already, and we're super proud to be here always. And I'm happy to see the ladies receiving them and afterwards receiving small messages. Look, we did like what you put. And that's what I care of, that they actually enjoy what we put.
Thank you so much, Celia. But John, I know I teased you a bit earlier on, but we'll obviously be nothing without men. So thank you so much for coming through tonight. But from you as a man, when you look around the room and see so many women being celebrated, does that bring any pride into you?
Yes, of course it does bring pride to me, especially like we've gone through this month being Women's Month. This country wouldn't be where it is, and I wouldn't exist if it weren't for women like yourselves. Of course, let's us not give any excuse for being successful. It doesn't really matter where you come from, what your background is, and myself being an athlete, so this brings a prestigious moment to my life, to seeing our women in our country being glorified. It's not just we're selecting like the political rally of 1970 odd, but that we're doing good performance, and quite happy to see some of our sponsors here today.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much from the ladies from the Big Five Duty Free. Obviously, they've been part of this campaign and part of this family, the G Sports Awards family, for a number of years, and we're looking forward to having this relationship going forward. Thank you so much, ladies and gent. Do enjoy the evening. We're going to bring in more people now walking in through the red carpet. Thank you so much. Do enjoy your evening. I see more ladies. I'm waiting for you. What did you decide?
the deputy minister. Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue with our interviews here at the red carpet. It's no apology for my success. It's the 2019 G-Sport for Girls Awards. And with me, I've got Mama Utembi Siweya, who is the Deputy President in the presidency. So quite a sensational to have you here tonight. But you look around all these women, Mama, why is it important for women to be supporting each other?
It's very important for women to support each other because our history tells us that women were always placed at the back. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy that Brand SA, which is an entity which we are responsible for in the presidency, is supporting the event, is sponsoring and funding the event. It's very important that when we get an opportunity as women, we celebrate each other, we come and we showcase the talent and the capacity that we have.
No apology for my success is a hashtag we're going with tonight. Does that bring in some fire and bogoto in you when you hear that?
Yes, it does, a whole lot. When I was told, no, we are coming here, we are supporting G-Sport, and it has been successful from 2006, I was like, it must continue to happen. And we must see it replicating in provinces so that even women who are in rural areas, who are doing a lot of great sport, who do not get the platform, can come and celebrate in platforms like this.
Well, you have a better chance to make that happen, Mama, so than we do. So please let's talk to the president and say we need more of this happening there. Thank you so much. That's the Deputy President from the presidency, Mama Utembi Siweya. That's all we have for you for now. For that moment, you're going to stand by that hashtag, no apology for my success. That's the 2019 G-Sport for Girls Awards. In group, we can put them together. I used to watch you and Max and Aim and oh my goodness. That's how long I don't miss those any day. We continue with phenomenal women gracing us on the red carpet at the 2019 G-Sport for Girls Awards. And with me, I'm proud to say that when I was in high school, I used to watch you and Jeremy Maggs on AM Today.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what inspired me to get into journalism. But Mama, our hashtag tonight says no apology for my success.
Yes.
When you think of a young girl today and you remind her of that, what do you say?
I say just go for it. Do not even hesitate. Don't listen to the naysayers. If that's what you want, it's your passion, and you will do anything for it, go for it.
Let me just go in between the two of you, because on my left I've got Sis Melanie Bala. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling a bit starstruck right now, because
don't be.
Also it was another phenomenal woman I was watching growing up. But as we've been saying, no apology for my success, and you look stunning, by the way. But how do you make that message go across to a young girl today?
You know what I love? I think the young women of today have that confidence. It's something that my generation, we were told not to be boastful because it was seen as being boastful just to talk about your accomplishments. And I think the generation of women today have it in such a great sense of accomplishment to say, yes, I did this, I did that, and owning it. I love it. I love seeing it.
I do think that the reason we're able to say that is because of women like you too. So thank you so much for that. So the two women who've definitely opened the doors for many women in South Africa, I definitely know that it's a woman that I looked up to as a child. So thank you so much for gracing of your presence on this red carpet. Do enjoy the evening. Let me release you now. You can go through. Thank you so much. No apologies for my success is what we are going with tonight. Hi Sissy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Okay, so what are we wearing tonight?
First and foremost, I'm a Mellow Maka, the most one of the passionate supporters in South Africa. I'm a fan. I'm a sports fan. This look is a classy look, but I'm a fan, the stadium fan. This look is by Refilo Muswa. It's a young lady from Fairways. She's doing very well. So she decided to do a short skirt in black, black and I don't know this color, the light brown.
Thank you so much. You look absolutely stunning. Do enjoy the evening tonight. We're looking for great things definitely for you tonight. So, okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Well, that's the 2019 G Sports for Awards for tonight. Another phenomenal lady looking absolutely stunning. How are you, Mama?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh wow, we've had quite a build up leading up to these awards, but when you see this evening, is this a vision that you had?
It is a vision that I had and more. I'm so proud. Cass and her team, the Momentum team, the G-Sport team, everybody has pulled this together in such a short space of time. It's incredible.
But for you guys, the momentum, when you guys look at this, what was the reason behind you just saying, I'm going to put my money and my resources into this production?
I think it was just the meeting of the same vision, very, very similar purpose. We want to hero and celebrate women who do incredible things. This is just the beginning for us, and our brand has been saying women have got to speak boldly about their successes, and what an incredible platform for women in sport that we celebrate and we look up to on a daily basis.
A lot of hashtags went viral this year, but I think yours was definitely the one that stands out above the rest. Who came up with it and why? Just quickly. Give me the secrets behind momentum.
The team came up with the hashtags. There are women behind the brand, and women who do brilliant work, who are super clever, who are so connected to what's going on in South Africa right now. Lots of debates, amazing agency partners, and we crafted the hashtags No Apology for My Success and She Owns Her Success because of the team efforts and input.
Oh, thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be here if it... I shall do that. We wouldn't be able to be here without you, obviously. Momentum being the title sponsor tonight, Miss Matunsela, definitely her and her team are the ones who came up with that hashtag. No apology for my success. And tonight, we're definitely telling women, shout a bit louder for you because your success is valid. Make no apologies for that. We're going to head inside now with Paul Shongwe as well as Tata Moenga standing by for the 2019 edition of the G Sports Awards. My name is Kate Nokwe. I'll chat to you a bit later on. Thank you so much. Well, it's an honor right now to chat to the Minister of Sports and Recreation, of course, Arts and Culture as well, Minister Nathi Mthethwa. So if you can just join me right here, if you can just come slightly closer next to me. So obviously last month of Women's Month, and we have this celebration of women in sport. Why is your department backing this initiative?
Well, it's the last day actually. And it's an important one because right from the beginning during our budget vote we made a commitment that they would want to focus on women in sport and ensure that we get as many people from all backgrounds in our society, including the corporate sector, to come into the fore to assist in developing and supporting women in sport. So there is no other proper way to honor women, their contribution to the struggle, to where we are today, and what they are putting in, both in and off the field of play. So it's their day today.
Yeah, online we've been pushing this, momentum is pushing this, no apology for my success, Minister. When we tell our little girls that, how do we make that message, make sure that they receive that message, that they must not make any apologies for being successful?
No, they should be happy. That is why we go about recognizing their excellence. They should excel in whatever they do. In fact, you could see even now that there is a promising way which women are doing things. You take Banyana, for instance, with no support, with no league, nothing and so on, but they went up to the World Cup. You take the netball, South Africa. They went up to the 4th place in the global stage. That tells you that a little bit of support to women, they are going to do wonders and they are going to boost the morale of this country.
Well, if I picked up anything from that, is that the minister is going to push more hands and more resources behind the women's sport. Is that what I'm getting?
That's what we are doing. Actually, 2 weeks ago, we said thank you to the Netball South Africa by honoring them. And we'll continue to do that because we believe that there's so much our country still has to witness from the women's side.
Thank you so much. So do enjoy the evening, and I hope we celebrate with you a bit later on. Thank you so much. That's of course the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture in South Africa, Minister Nathi Mthethwa. I'll let them go past very quickly with Ms. Sanele Mdodana. You guys can go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi ma'am, how are you? Well, thank you so much. A quick word on what are we doing tonight?
Oh, well, we're recognizing talent, women in sport.
We really very impressed with the lineup of our finalists. They're the creme de la creme of South African sportswomen. We're looking forward to an exciting evening, and I'm sure when we all leave tonight, we will forever remember this day.
From your ears, from your mouth to God's ears. Thank you so much, Ms. Khan. Do enjoy the evening tonight. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Yeah, we're continuing here with the gsport Awards, the red carpet. We're about to go inside in just a moment, just waiting to see who else. Oh, hello, how are you, Awande? Good, thank you so much. A Star of the Year award, is that what you're going for tonight? So let's talk a bit about your journey then. What brought you here?
I started at the age of 7 playing squash, and I've been carrying on playing squash, and I've been assisted by my dad and my coaches, and I've recently been the number 2 in South Africa under 16 whilst at the age of 14, and I'm going to Malaysia and Singapore to represent my country, and I'm excited with all the squash things I need to do, and yeah.
Thank you so much. You enjoy tonight, and I'll be wishing you all the best. I hope you do win. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's where we leave the red carpet for now. Go inside where Tato Moeng as well as Pearl Shongwe are standing by. We've got the doctor, the lovely doctor. I saw in Seven Delan just the other day, and now you are here. You are like flying through. So Dr. Van Zyl, anybody, if you are, health issues online, this is a woman to go to. You look around the room, what do you see?
Okay, I see a lot of people here. I'm very happy to be here. I was last year 4 years ago, so I'm happy to be here again for the G-Sport Awards.
Yeah, so our hashtag tonight, no apology for my success. You are obviously somebody who's making no apologies for what she stands for online. Why is that important?
It's important because there's so many people that need help. I think in the space that I'm in, especially with HIV, we have to keep working to break the stigma. So I've worked very hard over the last 8 years to make sure that the messaging around HIV changes and people's ideas about HIV change. So I'm happy with the success I have with that.
I'm definitely learning new things every day, not just from watching Seven de Laan, but also because I do watch the show to help with my Afrikaans. So, but also with the stuff that you see online. Thank you so much for gracing with your presence tonight. I hope you enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Dr. Van Zyl, anybody, if you're not online, if you're not following online, that's a woman to follow. That's somebody who definitely makes no apology for her success. Oh, okay. So the voice of God tonight, as I've been told, Tato Moeng, my colleague from Supersport, you are looking absolutely stunning. Hello, how are you? Okay, so maybe let's ask with what's going on here. You're looking dazzling. Do a turnaround for me quickly, Tato Moeng. Do the thing. Okay. Who are we dressed by tonight, and what are we going for? What's the vibe we're going for?
Well, we're going for the voice of God kind of vibe. So it's a dim kind of look, but obviously you have to have a strong lip because today's event is all about the strength of women. And also as Vision View, it's such a cool thing to know that Vision View is a partner here this evening. So we want to make sure that the vision is clear. It is all about the 2019 Momentum G Sports Awards.
And for you, Mama, from Vision View, why did you guys decide this was the kind of event you want to be backing?
Look, with us being very much involved in sport, it's just a natural progression for us to be here. And it's just a very beautiful space to celebrate women and to close off Women's Month. This is absolutely amazing for us.
Tato, I look around, I see so many women, not because they look amazing, but because I know how successful they've been in this year. Like, what are we saying to them in the sense of don't make apologies for your success? Are we saying that enough?
What we're saying tonight is own your success. Butle is here with me. She owns her success in her rightful way as Vision View. And all these ladies who are here have been doing so well in the sporting world. I think 2019 truly belonged to women in sports. You take a look at the netball team, you take a look at the rugby team, you take a look at Banyana Banyana. 2019 was our year, and it's a great thing that Momentum, who are also going on with the vibe of own your success, have partnered with G Sport. So let's celebrate and look good doing it.
Yes, you all both look absolutely amazing, and definitely I know you, especially you don't make any apologies for your success. So I hope to actually take this message and carry it on forward to the new year generation. Do enjoy the evening tonight. Thank you so much for coming through.
It's gonna be lit.
We're partying until the end of the night, so if you are not here, make your way down here. That's no apology for my success in the 2019 edition of the G Sports Awards. We're heading inside now. That's the lady who's going to be doing the awards, voice of God, as I've been told. But Pearl Shongwe is going to be the MC tonight, is standing by.
But I was here
Africa. Well, one of our long-standing supporters here at the G Sports Awards has been Brand South Africa, and with me I'm proud to say that I've got Sis Thuli Manzini, who is the acting CEO of Brand South Africa. You're obviously new to this baby, but when you look around these women who are so proud of their success, what does that tell you as Brand South Africa?
As Brand South Africa, we are actually firstly very happy to be part and supporting this event. For us, even if you look at the hashtag, which is no apology for my success, we've got a program called Play Your Part. And in that program, we identify ambassadors. So anybody that is flying the flag of South Africa very high, we are, as Brand South Africa, there to support such.
Why is it important for Brand South Africa to remind women to be proud of who they are?
For us as Brand South Africa, it's important to remind women because as Brand South Africa, we support most, if you check, initiatives that are coming from women. So most of our initiatives that we support are initiatives that are done by women, and today in particular, as you can see, that cares. The person that the main organizer here is our Play Your Part ambassador, and we are here to rally behind that.
Thank you so much. Mama, obviously wouldn't be where we are without your guys' support, and we may continue over the years as Besichoba Ekaya, Watintum Fazo, Titum Bogozo, and these are the women that we're going to be celebrating tonight.
Yes, that is very true. Watintum Fazi, Watintum Bogoto, and we are here in South Africa, and we are saying to the women, go and fly the flag high.
Oh, making no apologies for my success. That's definitely Sis Thuli Manzini right here, who is the acting CEO of Brand South Africa. Do join us a bit later on. We're going to have more from the stage of the 2019 G Sport for Girls Awards.
Welcome to the 2019 Momentum G Sport Awards, a partnership between the G Sport Trust and the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, proudly brought to you by Momentum. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to sing the national anthem. Please be seated as the class of 2019 prepare to own the success at the Momentum G Sport Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, your host this evening is a woman who knows all about owning her success. Fresh off summiting Mount Kilimanjaro, please a warm welcome for the astute, the elegant Pearl Shongwe.
Hello, 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 hello. Sanbonan. Good evening and welcome to the 2019 Momentum G Sport Awards, brought to you this time around by the G Sport Trust, as always in partnership with the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. First of all, to all our esteemed guests, ministers, deputy ministers, DGs, CEOs, and all our guests of honor this evening, all protocol observed. Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you to Momentum who have brought us these awards. Hashtag no apology for my success. It is time for each and every woman, every person who has contributed to elevating women in sport in this country to own their success. And not just that, but other women who are making a difference in different spheres, be it business, be it politics, be it education, be it social justice. Kudos to you, and may you continue doing the great work. The G Sport Awards is the longest running women's sporting awards in South Africa. And this year, with Momentum, we boldly claim our achievements to cap off what has been a truly outstanding year for women in sport. Now, tonight's celebration is about giving more visibility and voice to the awesome work accomplished by our women in sport. What a journey. And ladies, you know, because back in 2005, platforms like this did not exist. It's been a journey since 2006. G-Sport has ensured that individuals contributing to raising the profile of women's sports in South Africa are honored at the highest level. In 2015, the Sports Ministry partnered with the G-Sport Awards to give it national significance. And that really started a dialogue around what more could be done to elevate the profiles of women in sport, what more could be done to honor these women, what more could be done to give back, and what more could be done to make sure that the gap that exists, or the gap that existed, could be closed. The Momentum G Sport Awards is currently the only women's sport awards in Africa that is nationally endorsed. And to the G Sport Trust, a round of applause. Every year, new winners find their voices on stage as we crown 25 stars who have achieved above and beyond in the year under review. We are live on the G Sport YouTube page. I know all of you are connected. Data prices haven't fallen, but the minister's here tonight. Maybe he can hotspot us. We are also on the Facebook page, and that is also live. We're streaming live, so get involved. That official hashtag is no apology for my success. And we are done with being apologetic. We are done with not patting ourselves on the back. We are done standing behind the curtain and let other people flourish. We are taking ownership, and it's all thanks to Momentum, because this is truly a campaign that resonates with many women in our country who feel that they're not good enough, who are experiencing difficulties tracking back their journeys and looking at what they've achieved. As we celebrate 25 years of democracy in sport, let's hear from someone who knows all about flying the South African flag high. To welcome you on behalf of the G Sport Trust, please welcome Play Your Part Ambassador and founder of the Momentum G Sport Awards, the beautiful Cass Naidu.
Good evening, beautiful people. How beautiful does Pearl Shongwe look tonight? I said a touch of red, she flooded us, and why not? A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm, warm welcome to the 2019 Momentum G Sport Awards. A special welcome to the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Nathi Mthethwa, who actually cancelled a very important engagement to be here tonight with all of us, so thank you very much. To the Acting DG of SRSA, Sumaya Khan. Wonderful to have the Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Thembisi Weah, here, along with the Acting CEO of Brand South Africa. 4 sport MECs are represented tonight, including Gauteng Sport MEC, Mbali Flope, Eastern Cape MEC, F. Bayeni, Tandi Moraka, Limpopo Sport MEC, and Northwest MEC, Tsotso Klapi. What an incredible honor to host such a distinguished set of individuals on the biggest night for women's sport in South Africa. Now, for those of you who were here last year, exactly on this date last year, I stood on the stage and committed on behalf of the G-Sport Trust that we would grow a neighborhood of support around this leading recognition platform and make it bigger and better for sportswomen. I'm proud to stand here tonight to say that we have achieved our goal and then some, and it's all thanks to Nontokozo Madonsela, the Group Chief Marketing Officer of Momentum Metropolitan Holdings. She took, some would say, a crazy decision, but she's a strong, beautiful woman, and she made a big decision to back the 2019 G-Sport Awards. What does it mean to have a naming rights partnership? What does it mean to the trust? It means we can finally do what we have always dreamt of doing, and that is to put money in the pockets of winners. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the G-Sport Trust is introducing prize money for the first time ever on the G-Sport Awards stage. We launched in 2006, and since then we've really been doing the best we can. But every now and again you need someone that can push you even further. And that was Nontokozo Madonsela. She's taken us out of our comfort zone, and I can tell you what, we found our comfort zone, we're sitting quietly in there. She pushed us out, #no apology for my success. Let me give you a breakdown of the prize money. Every Athlete of the Year category, including Team of the Year, will receive 20,000 Rand each. Coach of the Year receives 10,000 Rand, Hall of Fame receives 10,000 Rand, and every other winner will leave with 5,000 Rand each. Is it about prize money? No, it's not about prize money. Is it about incentivizing women? No, it's not about that. If we expect gold medals, if we expect real support, then what we expect is to pay women what they deserve. And it's time to start, and I'm so glad that the G-Sport Trust has made this decision, and we could have only done it with the financial support that we receive from Sports Ministry, from Momentum, from Brand South Africa, and from Gauteng Sport. A round of applause for these financial partners. Now, it's very easy to look at this and say, well, great prize money, but let's look back 6 years ago. This isn't the first time that Momentum has played its part in empowering women in sport. Back in 2013, they introduced the first ever professional contracts for the national women's cricket team, which started an incredible journey that hopefully will see them win some silverware soon on the international stage. This platform would not be at the level it is without the support of Sport and Recreation South Africa, who endorsed the G-Sport Awards in 2015 as the premier recognition platform for women's sport in South Africa. We are who we are because those who surround us really, really do support us. I want to thank Brand South Africa for kicking the door open, because they came to us first up and then everybody came through. Corporate South Africa has come through because of Brand South Africa. A round of applause to Brand South Africa. It's wonderful having a naming rights partner, but it takes a village to get things together, and we have a village of support as the G-Sport Trust. Sports Ministry, Momentum, Brand South Africa, Gauteng Sport, Vision View, who have us live tonight. We have Worldwide Sports with this amazing branding that shows all our sponsors who will be all across the media. We have got Estee Lauder, every registered guest, because if you didn't RSVP, you know what happens. Every registered guest leaves with a premium bottle of fragrance, and this year we're including the men. Yeah, I know. I want to thank Big Five Duty Free for every luxury hamper that will come across the stage tonight. To Helena Mellis, thank you very, very much for what you do. Thank you to Red Bull. What a great pre-party before we got underway, and it's this kind of support that really keeps us going. Haven't you enjoyed the setup tonight? Yeah, right? To Circa, to the Deck at Wanderers for the incredible setup here. Someone walked in and said, "Are we at the races?" And I said, well, you could be. I mean, who knows? We want to give you the most special night here tonight, and the best way for you to do it is to come up here and own your success. Hashtag no apology for my success. Look at the cameras, smile, enjoy your moment, because this is your moment to shine. And I'm so proud to say that into our 14th year, the energy to move women's sports forward has never been greater. I want to end by saying that women in sport back the brands that back women in sport. And as soon as these awards are finished, because it will give me some time to do what I want to do, I will be moving my business to Momentum. I think it's really important to not just pay lip service to brands that support us, but to truly go out there and support the brands that support us. And what I've got from Momentum since they've come on board is they have wrapped us up in this great big red hug. And at times it's been overwhelming because very few people show such intense support for women's sport. Thank you very much. To all the finalists that are here tonight, I really honor you for owning your success on the biggest stage in South African women's sport. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cass. And you know what? You are very lucky that I am not nominated tonight and that I will not be walking away with an award, because I heard cash money, cash prize. And Cass, I would have turned it into an entire Saturday night TV show, trust me. You would be standing here and here I would in the middle, and I dare you to ask me, "O batla tjhelete kapa lebokoso?" And Cass, I'm from Soweto, so I'd always go for the box because you always feel like you'd find something bigger. Car keys, 20,000 Rand check. You don't know, something extra would always be in the box. But the Momentum G Sport Awards has certainly reached these great heights, thanks in large to the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, recognizing the awards as one of the premier sport award platforms in this country. With that, let us give a warm welcome, a resounding welcome to the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Mr. Nathi Mthethwa.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Cass, you forgot something. Thank you so much, Program Director, the Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Deputy Minister Sweya, here with us, all the MECs in attendance have been mentioned already by Cass. SASCOC, I didn't see the President of SASCOC, Acting Director General of the Department, Ms. Sumaya Khan, Cass Naidu and members of the G-Sport Trust, leadership of the title sponsor, Momentum, other sponsors and partners here present, members of the sporting fraternity, our very special guests, all the G-Sport 2019 finalists, senior government officials, ladies and gentlemen. Let me from the outset indicate what an honor and a privilege it is to address such an august gathering of mainly women from sporting fraternity. Whilst this event serves to recognize the achievements of women in the sporting sector, who by virtue of a process haven't been shortlisted, the audience comprises a formidable cadre of women, athletes, administrators, technical officials, coaches, women in sport media. As we acknowledge you and appreciate being a partner to this G-Sport Awards 2019, we also wish to express our gratitude to Momentum, who's the naming sponsor to the awards, and to all others who are investing in women's sport. We believe that your investment will also pave the way for others in the corporate sector to recognize the value of investing in women's sport. It is our vision to see women play sport at a professional level, and we can only realize this vision as a collective. Ladies and gentlemen, we are, however, saddened this evening to have learned of the untimely and tragic passing of one of South Africa's accomplished female professional boxers, Miss Leandra, Gerald, who was allegedly shot and killed by her ex-partner. She remained undefeated with a clean record of 9 fights and 9 wins in those fights, 7 of which came through knockouts. Besides boxing, Lee was an accomplished black belt karateka and an educator by profession. Our prayers and thoughts go to the family on this sad loss, and we wish her mom, who was injured, a speedy recovery. Addressing the Women's Day celebration, President Ramaphosa had this to say about the plight of women, and I quote, "Gender-based violence is a crisis across our land. It is the worst form of desecration of the Constitution and its promise of gender equality. Despite our best efforts, despite our progressive laws and policies, this country's women and girls live in fear, on the streets, in schools and universities, in churches and places of worship, and worst of all, in their homes. As South Africans, we can no longer stand by as this evil sinks even deeper roots in our society." Close quote. Sport has the abilities to bind us together as a nation, to increase our sport tourism, to contribute to peace and development, to increase social and economic values, and enhance healthy and fulfilling lives. Sport is an activity which offers individuals with whatever background, race, religion, sexual orientation, or ability the opportunity of self-knowledge and confidence, self-expression and fulfillment, personal achievement, skill acquisition and demonstration of ability, social interaction, enjoyment, good health, and well-being. Sport and physical activities are an integral part and aspect of culture of every nation. Sports achievers have become known the world over, giving the country they represent in that world an international visibility and reputation not attained in any other areas of social, political, and economic endeavor. Personal pride, patriotism, and loyalty in the achievements of a national sporting team is a powerful incentive towards uniting the people of our country. The use of the flag and the national anthem at international matches instills pride and loyalty. As government, we subscribe to the role of sport as stated in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which goes, and I quote, "Sport is also an important enabler of sustainable development. We recognize the growing contribution of sport to the realization of development and peace in its promotion of tolerance and respect, and the contribution it makes to the empowerment of women and of young people, individuals, and communities, as well as to health, education, and social inclusion," close quote. In keeping with government's theme for this year's Women's Day celebration, which was 25 years of democracy, growing South Africa together for women's emancipation, the overarching objective of these prestigious G-Sport Awards is to encourage women to participate and to highlight and celebrate the role which women play across the entire value chain of sport. Our intention is to place women in sport on the same pedestal as women in other sectors and strata of society, as the entire nation celebrates their achievements during the month of August. Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 has been the year of major championships. The women's football team, Banyana, Vice President, qualified and competed at the FIFA Women's World Cup in France. We thank them for representing our nation with pride and dignity against very strong and well-resourced opponents. Banyana have gone on to win COSAFA Cup this year. Our university sport athletes have excelled at the World Student Games in Italy, where they have returned with a record 18 medal haul with many women. The women's Springboks have qualified for the Women's Rugby World Cup next year. This award ceremony recognizes and celebrates women's excellence in sport across 18 categories, as well as their achievement and their contribution to nation building and social cohesion. Since its inception, these awards have recognized the achievements of formidable women in sport who have been trailblazers in their field. Caster Semenya and Hutazo, yes, Caster and Hutazo Mojane have been honored more than once on this platform. They continue to shine. Vicky Masuku of Ukozi FM fame was inducted into the G-Sport Hall of Fame, joining the likes of Penny Haynes, Hazel Kumete, Cheryl Roberts, and Elana Meyer. We firmly believe that these awards serve to inspire women to reach greater heights, and they also serve to inspire the next generation of young women who have dreams of being the next Caster Semenyas, Zanele Situ, or Desiree Ellis. As a snapshot tonight, 2019 Comrades Marathon winner, Gerald Stein, who smashed the women's up-run record. She will battle it out with 2018 winner and 800-meter world champion Caster Semenya, unbeaten over this distance since 2015, and CAF African Women's Footballer of the Year, Thembi Kgatlana, in the strongest shortlist for G-Sport Athlete of the Year since the award's inception. Kgatlana, who scored Banyana's opening goal, that goal should be as popular as South Africa's Bafana first goal here. Who scored the opening goal in their first ever FIFA World Cup appearance, is a double finalist, also features in another strong category where she faces off with Sarai Kumalo, the first black African woman to summit Mount Everest. And President of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Mlokwane, who led the charge to bring the 2023 Netball World Cup to South Africa. The trio lead a formidable list of 54 finalists for the 14th edition of the South African longest-running women's sport recognition platform and Africa's only national women's sports award, having been endorsed by the department, as Cass has said, in 2015. I want to congratulate all those who have been entered in the awards, the finalists who have been nominated, It is an honor and privilege to have been declared a finalist amongst the many entrants, and all those who will be declared winners, well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is great excitement ahead. I want to take this opportunity to thank, I don't see her now, Ms. Cass Naidu and her team for their commitment and dedication in profiling achievements and performances of our sportswomen. Thanks to all the sponsors and all those who have worked tirelessly to put this event together. As we close Women's Month, let us celebrate South African women in sport, and let us make lasting memories tonight and forever. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give the minister another round of applause. My grandmother always taught me to clap for others so that amababai will slowly disappear from my arms. Because flappy arms are only cool when we sing along to Freshly Grounds. Even though I got na-na, that's the only time. Thank you very much once again to you, Minister. This has been one of the most successful years for South African women in sport in a democratic South Africa. Tonight, the G Sport Awards platform is boosted by the partnership with Momentum. I don't know if you've noticed, but suddenly, you know, I've gained momentum. Okay, that's cheesy. Here for us all on our journeys to success, Momentum is also here to give us a pat on the back. And with that, we welcome the Group Chief Marketing Officer for Momentum up to the stage, Ms. Nontogozo Madonsela.
What a big room. Guys, it's a beautiful evening. Okay, so I'm super excited and a bit nervous. Good evening, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. I feel honored to have been given this opportunity to share some thoughts with you. We have gathered here tonight to celebrate phenomenal success by women in sport. For far too long, South African women's outstanding contribution to sport as participants and facilitators has not been given the recognition it deserves. Thanks to initiatives like G Sport, this is now being challenged heads-on and step by step. For us as Momentum, when the opportunity arose to partner with Cass and her team, we did not hesitate to grab it because we saw an authentic alignment that brings to life the spirit of our No Apology for My Success campaign, which we've run during Women's Month. The journey to success requires one to have partners because there is power one can unleash exponentially when such partnerships work. Like the two brands, G Sport and Momentum, who have come together not only to boldly and confidently celebrate the successes of our women in sport, but more importantly, to accelerate an ignited sense of pride in their success so that they lead by example and continue to inspire women around them. This is a start of a strong relationship, and it makes complete sense for the Momentum business as our DNA is rooted in partnerships and advice. We've seen how these two ingredients help to ensure sustainable financial success. That is why Momentum is also offering advice to all the G Sport Awards finalists as part of the prize. Yes. The journey to closing this gap in how we recognize women in sport is so big in fact that there are moments, tiny moments, when even I get afraid. You know when you have that voice that pops in your head, there's usually a big voice that says you're going to do this, and there's a tiny voice that says, are you sure you're going to do this? I'm talking about that tiny voice. It says in my head, will we do this justice? Is our contribution going to be adequate? I think this is good and motivating fear. And most importantly, I say to that tiny voice, we absolutely will, because the Momentum team takes the commitment towards women very seriously. I personally have adopted an approach, and my team knows this, that I call doing things afraid. This approach is inspired by the amazing Joyce Meyer. It's helped me in the past 20 years of my marketing experience, which has included a range of businesses in FMCG and in financial services. Success, obviously in a very competitive industry, has meant that I push the envelope, that I challenge the status quo. I'm a firm believer in unearthing human truths, in linking business to purpose, and in using this to give brands relevance. Success for me means doing work that gets noticed, because it simply gives me joy. But to get there, I go through lots and lots of scary moments. You know, Kes and I chatted, and I said, when an idea scares me, that's when I want to jump in, because it's scary. It's usually the scary stuff that gets us noticed as distinctive brands. Ask any sportswoman here tonight, I'm sure there has been many moments when you all have been scared. I am confident, you will also hear different stories of what success has meant to these women over the years. For some of you, it might have been to win a medal, break a record, or to others to be selected into national teams. And I dare say that whatever the success has been for you, as you get older and wiser, the definition of that will change. The journey to success is very individual and of a personal nature. What is success to me is definitely not success to you. Please allow me to mention incredible successes that the minister has mentioned already, but it's deserving a second mention. So, for the 2019 Comrades Marathon winner, Gerald Stein, her success, besides winning it, might have been the fact that she smashes the women's uprun record. For South Africa's latest athlete's sensation, 19-year-old Rogale Joseph, it might be the fact that she is Africa's under-20 champion in 100 meters and 400-meter hurdles. For our very own Sarah Khumalo, success might be that she conquered the highest peak, becoming the first Black African woman to summit Mount Everest. Thembi Kgatlana, who scored Banyana Banyana's opening goal in their first ever FIFA World Cup appearance a few weeks ago. Success for her might be that she is the national team's top goal scorer. Banyana Banyana coach Desiree Ellis might view success for her as having been the first coach to qualify the national women's team for FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup. After many tried, we know there have been many attempts, and it took a sister to get this one done. Yes, no apology for my success moment for sure. Or that she's the first person to win the regional COSAFA Women's Championship as a player and coach. Phenomenal. And for the queen of athletics, Caster Semenya. Success, yes. The queen. Success might be that despite all the IAAF challenges, she is still in good spirits, she's towering above all the odds, whilst she remains unbeaten over the 800-meter distance since 2015. For these few women I have just mentioned, plus many others who are here tonight and everywhere in the country, celebrating their successes is really about honoring their gifts, their talents, their abilities, and their skills. There is nothing arrogant about that. They have all worked incredibly hard, sacrificed so much to achieve what they have achieved.
Of course, they've received support here and there, partnered with a mentor or someone to help on their journey, and that is what also is needed. As I was preparing for tonight, I realized that honestly there are moments when we as women are a part of the problem. We allow and continue to allow society to condition us in a way that makes us shy away from owning our successes. And we think that's normal. It's not. It's not normal as a woman to feel uncomfortable about being vocal about your achievements for the fear of being judged, for coming across sometimes as arrogant, maybe, but that's not normal. There's a lot of research that's been done about this topic of women struggling to talk about their achievements and boldly owning them. I want to quote the incredible Chimamanda Adichie, who reminds us how the world has biases that translate in the language we use daily. I would like to mention a few of these instances inspired by her. A woman is arrogant, but a man is confident. A woman is controlling, but a man is a leader. A woman is a ball breaker, but a man is uncompromising. A woman is manipulative, but a man is strategic. A woman is self-centered, but a man has charming confidence. A woman wants too much money, but a man has presented reasonable numbers that can be negotiated. Right? These are just a few that have become a norm in our conversations. I challenge each one of you in this room, especially the media. You have the power to tell stories that the world sees. Please use the platforms to challenge the stereotypes and to inspire positive narratives. We have set up as Momentum an exhibition outside in the lounge area, which has a physical manifestation and demonstration of how such narratives can be flipped. We've called it the Momentum Gallery, and we invite you to browse as you enjoy the drinks after the formalities. As I draw near conclusion, I would like to share a personal story. I was born and bred in KwaZulu-Natal, born the eldest of 5 children. As a little girl, I witnessed women playing diverse roles in the community. My mother, P.G. Mpofana, was not different, but her journey of raising us took a different route without my father, who passed on in 1995. For as long as I can remember, Mam PG, as she is fondly known, she made space for her daughters to voice what they are good at, to be independent in how we pursued our careers. I'm so grateful that my mother and my family show their pride when I share about my accomplishments. We celebrate our successes as a family. It's beautiful. Now, as a mother of 2 sons, Mpumelelo and Gohle, I encourage them to participate in celebrating me as their mother, as well as women in their lives. We need more men to celebrate our strengths, our accomplishments, and our wins. Having said the above, I do struggle with public acknowledgement. For instance, I always feel uncomfortable when I am being introduced in public and the MC reads about my professional accomplishments as a marketer. I really just wish the MC would stop, despite that they're being factual and accurate. In my mind, I just don't find it necessary. I think, oh my God, I'm so shy. I have somehow reduced my successes to being in a closeted way away from the public so that I'm not perceived as bragging or arrogant. In my home, however, my boys talk about how they have single-handedly led their sports teams to winning at school, even though sometimes it's near winning and almost scoring. But they scream this from the gates when they come back from a weekend of sports. Funny, but boys. So I know also that my friends who are raising daughters have similar instances where their daughters go out to play sports and the daughters actually score, but they don't scream about the scoring and helping actual teams win as they enter the gates and come back home. So I want us to not shrug this and reduce it to, boys will be boys and girls will be girls. As parents, we have a huge job to do to changing this mindset. Like most things, it starts at home. Whatever your daughters have achieved, that deserves so much celebration, all the heroing, and all the support as you give to your sons. We as parents, aunts, uncles, and grannies need to celebrate our girls as much as we do those of our boys. There is no need to apologize for our successes, be it personal, professional, financial, or any other term you want to define your success to be. We must never equate owning our successes with exaggerated arrogance or bragging. But in fact, if it is done to honor our gifts, our talents, abilities, and skills. Why should we deny the stuff we're excellent in? With that in mind, I would like to leave you with words inspired by the American author Marianne Williamson's poem, one of my favorites, Our Deepest Fear. Your playing small as a woman does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about you shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. I want to encourage all the winners and nominees tonight to boldly and unapologetically own their success. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, does Nondobeko just not look dashing in that yellow? Thank you very much to you, Nondogozo, pardon me, for elevating the Momentum G Sport Awards 2019 and for showing us the power of boldly owning our achievements. Please do tweet under the hashtag No Apology for My Success to share your own successes or to simply give advice to people who are struggling to own their accomplishments and to cheer on other sportswomen by celebrating all of their successes, big and small. We are rewarding most active social media personality tonight. Please tweet, guys. Continue to share your thoughts on the proceedings here tonight so far. We are on various social media platforms, so make your presence felt. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived for us to now get to the business of the G Sport Awards. The first award is G Sport Volunteer of the Year. Now, this award was introduced back in 2007 to recognize an individual that selflessly helps to raise the profile of women's sport in South Africa. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. Okay, I'm joking. To present this award, please welcome Momentum G Sport Awards judge, Nonkongozelo Ndiki. Who are the Volunteer of the Year finalists tonight? Let's find out.
In the category Volunteer of the Year, the finalists are Maria Diamond, Community Sports Coach, Nadima Levy, Women's Touch Rugby Pioneer, and Zizo Babu, Border Women's Cricket Pioneer. And the 2019 Volunteer of the Year is Maria Diamond. Maria Diamond, the head coach of her own
Athletics Club in Germiston, catering for approximately 80 children. Maria Diamond aims to secure academic bursaries for her athletes. Speech, please, Maria.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, this is a surprise for me, and I think it will be a surprise for all the winners that comes here, so I feel more comfortable. What I want to say is thank you, Momentum. As I see there, it's Womanentum, so I love that. Thank you, Kes Naidu, to take that first step. I know it was difficult, and I'm happy I'm part of it today. Thank you to all the women, all the girls. We are girls inside, not all. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again, Maria. Shine bright like a diamond, because you are. The next award is Federation of the Year. Now, this award applauds a federation that has taken up the challenge to turn women's sport professional and is making great strides in this regard. To present this award, please welcome the 2007 G-Sport Hall of Famer and current G-Sport trustee, Hazel Gumede. And let us find out which federation made it to the finalists.
In the Federation of the Year category, the finalists are Netball South Africa for securing the right to host the 2023 Netball World Cup, SA Rugby Union for championing the rise of women's rugby, and University Sports SA for leading the development of women's sport at university level.
Get tweeting, ladies and gentlemen. The Federation of the Year is Netball South Africa. Netball South Africa wins Federation of the Year for securing the right to host the 2023 Netball World Cup here in South Africa. Welcome, President of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Molokwane.
Oh, wow. I first want to thank the Almighty. We are not even 2 years in office. And I think in the 2 years, we have proven that if you want a job done, send a woman. Thank you to all the stakeholders, because without them, we wouldn't do it. Starting with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, because 2023 without them wouldn't have been a reality. Going again to all the netball people, because without their blessing it wouldn't have been a reality also. And the people that make us proud, that made history this year, I'll never forget my girls, the Carla Pretorius. They went out to the world to show the world that even an African girl from Hammarsdale in KZN can go and lead a team into the semifinals after 24 years. As Netball South Africa, we are humbled and we say, hashtag, put your hands up for 2023, because it will be an African, magical, spectacular event. Thank you.
A big congratulations once again, Netball Federation of South Africa, and we can tell from the outside looking in by how our spa proteas have been performing that they've got a mean machine that is running behind them, supporting them, cheering them on, and making sure that things are always in order. A quick note to all our winners tonight. Once you have received your award and you have said your thank you speech, I'd love for you to please come backstage. I've got goodies for you. And if you've already won and you didn't come backstage, more sweets for me. Now, earlier this year, Brand South Africa partnered with G-Sport to raise the profile of women's sport in South Africa by telling better stories across at G-Sport for Girls social media. This resulted in more champions emerging around the country. Let's honor the Brand South Africa Supporter of the Year. Now, this award goes to an individual who goes all out of their way to promote women in sport. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. And to present this award, please welcome Brand South Africa Acting CEO Tulisile Manzini. And with that, let's take a look at the nominees.
In the category Brand SA Supporter of the Year, the finalists are Annette Bosman, Supporter of Sport for the Physically Disabled; Selina Munsami, Women's Cricket Scorer and Team Manager; and Shannon Ludman Kriel, Cricket Supporter and last year's winner in this category.
And the Brand South Africa Supporter of the Year is Annette Bosman. A true testament of putting her life on hold in support of a South African para-athlete. Annette Bosman has excelled at supporting Tony Mould on the global stage.
Speeches, but I firstly want to thank God for creating me the woman that I am today. It's because of Him that I am able.
I'm here to steal your shine. I can tell she's so nervous, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to share my mic with you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We don't tell people when there's problems at home.
Oh man, no, it's even worse. Okay, so I just want to thank God for creating me the woman that I am today. Just making it possible for me to be able to support women in sport and to support Tony Mould. It's actually just an honor to support her and just to back her as a paracyclist. And yeah, and I would just want to thank G Sport for Girls. I'm so sorry. And just to for making this possible for every woman that needs to be celebrated, because we are proud women and we are able.
Now, there are a couple of ladies who do television here tonight, and you know, you never give away your mic because it's your power. So I was standing backstage feeling like, what will I do if she walks off with it? Because you don't know what nerves can do. But thank you very much and congratulations. It is time to recognize the Worldwide Sports Sponsor of the Year. This award acknowledges the increased investment by corporate South Africa in women's sport. It is, in its quest really to turn fully professional. To present this award, please welcome on stage Worldwide Sports Operation Director Lena Sithole. And let's take a look at the nominees.
In the category Worldwide Sports Sponsor of the Year, the finalists are Nike for supporting South African women in sport, Volkswagen Commercial Vehicles for putting women's surfing on the map, and Wiphold, celebrating 20 years of empowering women.
The worldwide sports sponsor of the year is Whoophold. To accept this award, please welcome Nontobeko Ntlatsi, Whoophold CFO, a multi-billion rand investment company and confirmed partner of Tennis South Africa, who has financially assisted and improved the performance of players in SA women's tennis, enabling them to compete internationally.
Good evening, everyone. Doesn't everyone look fabulous? As Whoophold, we're thrilled and gratified really to be recognized, especially amongst sponsors with such deep pockets as Nike and Volkswagen. We really appreciate the recognition. Whoophold is a black-owned and women-owned and run investment company. And we've put money into Tennis SA to empower women who are coming up within Tennis SA, and we've been supporting Caster Semenya since October 2015. So we are so thrilled to have been recognized. Thank you very much to G Sport for Girls and to Momentum. Nontogozo, hello. Thank you for supporting women in sport.
It's time to reveal the Women of the Year. Here we recognize a formidable woman who is breaking barriers and making strides in the world of sport and inspiring women to believe that anything is possible. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 rand and a goodie bag that I'm going to eat if no one goes backstage after they've won. To present this award, please welcome Janet Witten, Momentum G Sport Awards judge. Let's take a look at the finalists.
In the Woman of the Year category, the finalists are Cecilia Molekwani, Netball South Africa president who led the 2023 Netball World Cup bid. Sarah Khumalo, first black African woman to summit Everest. And Thembi Khatana, CAF African Women's Footballer of the Year.
A tightly contested category. The Woman of the Year is Sarah Khumalo. Sarah, the first black African woman to summit Mount Everest and raising nearly 1 million rand for school libraries. Congratulations.
I guess I need to say something. To the Minister of Sports, my colleagues at Momentum, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol observed. You can see that I didn't really prepare well for this. Because the people that were in that category are amazing, amazing women. But having said that, I would like to thank you for the recognition that I've been given this evening, for celebrating my success. This is not something I would have said easily had it been not for no apology for my success. It is my success, it is my sacrifice that actually made it possible, apart from all the support that I received from people that I trained with, from people that encouraged me that this can be done, and from my family, more importantly. Life has got moments, the moment that we're born and the moment that we die. But what moves the dial, what makes a difference, what leaves a mark on earth is what we do with the moments in between. You know, one or two of those moments has the power to change history, has the power to defy our understanding, and in the process actually inspire nations and get people to celebrate. And for me, one of those moments was the 16th of May 2019 when I summited, because it wasn't just for me, it was for every African girl, every African child that's been told, no you can't, who's found doors closing in their faces, but has persevered and actually achieved what was seen as impossible and made it possible. This award, like the award that I received last year, oh, it's quite heavy, isn't it? It's for all the African girls that dare to dream. It's to say that we are extraordinary, and big ordinary is really a choice that we make. I would like to thank my family, my 2 boys. I would like to thank my colleagues, my training partner, but more importantly, I would like to thank God for this privilege and honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet, and thank you, Saray. You know, I knew she'd come backstage because, you know, when you're a mountaineer, it's very important to listen to your guide, you know? And so tonight I was her guide. I told her to come backstage and she did. We now come to the Hall of Fame Award. This year, the G-Sport Hall of Fame inductee represents how far we have come 25 years into our democracy. The winner receives a cash prize of 10,000 Rand. Ooh, the stakes. Please welcome Acting DG of Sport and Recreation, Sumaya Khan, to present this prestigious award. Let's take a look at our finalists.
The 2019 G-Sport Hall of Fame inductee is Odessa Swatz. Our 2019 recipient was a standout athlete in her time, but was denied the opportunity to compete at the highest level because of apartheid. As we celebrate 25 years of democracy in sport, G-Sport honors a woman who refused to let her sporting disappointments derail her efforts to contribute to a thriving sports culture in South Africa. She continues to fly the flag by involving herself in sports development and ensuring she brings up sports leaders of her own, including a rising young hockey star and an international running superstar.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honestly very honored to be here this evening. I do not have any regrets, for I know that I was one of those who were able to plant the seeds for a magnificent generation. I'm honored to say that my son are one of those reaping the fruits of my seeds that I've planted back then. G-Sports and Momentum, it's such an honor to be here this evening, and this motivates me to go out and work harder each and every day. I coach a group of young ladies, and I have a daughter that is also upcoming and doing amazingly good in her hockey career at the moment. And my mission in life is to help her and all the young ladies that I encounter to become the best that they can, and to one day I will be able to celebrate them when they do achieve, as all the magnificent ladies are achieving here this evening. It's really an honor, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again, Odessa. Women in sports media have worked long and hard without much recognition for their successes. This national stage has absolutely changed that and turned it around. At the 2019 Momentum G Sport Awards, we have more outstanding finalists across our increasingly popular Women in Media categories. The first media category honors women in PR and sponsorship who champion women's sport. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome on stage the General Manager of SECA, Susie Rathwall. And with that, we take a look at the finalists in this category.
And the woman in PR and sponsorship presented by Circa, the finalists are Kyabetwe Taile, M Sport Marketing, Lali Stander, Women's Golf SA, and Marissa Calvert, Varsity Sports PR. And the woman in PR and sponsorship goes to Marissa Calvert. Varsity Sport PR Manager Marissa Calvert is a true ambassador when it comes to giving young girls the recognition they deserve to take them to the next level in their careers. Keep shining the spotlight on our champions and enjoy this wonderful moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is such a huge honor for me. I want to thank God first and foremost for giving me the opportunity, to giving me the talent and the passion to do what I do. I would like to dedicate this award to every single university athlete that I've encountered in the last 4 years working at Varsity Sports, and to every single university athlete I'm still going to encounter. This is for my current tournament running, netball, varsity netball. And I would like to say to Kajosha, my new friends at Marty's, and also, yes, Anele, I see you. But most importantly, to my family and to my colleagues at Awesome Engage and Varsity Sports, thank you so much, Cass. Thank you, G Sport. Thank you, Momentum.
The next media award is Women in Print. This award goes to women creating powerful content about South African women in sport and breaking barriers in the male-dominated world of print. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. And to present this award, please welcome Dinesh Balaya. And while Dinesh comes up, let's take a look at who has been shortlisted in this category.
In the category Women in Print presented by the South African Media Innovation Program, the finalists are Jane Bradley, freelance sports journalist, Karin Yonkia, freelance sports writer, and Linda Mwete, Sowetan Live reporter.
Grab your pens. The 2019 Woman in Print is Linda Mwetene. A Sowetan Live writer and former New Age sports editor and content producer grabs every opportunity to promote South African women in sports. Congratulations, Linda.
Good evening, everyone. I'm normally behind a typewriter or a computer, so I'm not used to speaking in front of people. But anyway, thank you so much, Cass. It's not often that we, as women, writers are acknowledged. We are never seen, we are never heard. So thank you for taking us along in your journey and incorporating us in your dreams. And I'm very inspired to be among all the luminaries here and all the other women that are here who have charted the way for the likes of us. Thank you very much. You are an inspiration. Thank you.
Congratulations, and yes, please do come backstage. I love sweets, my darling, but I don't want to eat yours. Social media is driving more women's sport content than ever, and the next award honors a woman who uses her social media presence to enhance the profile of South African women in sport. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. Minister, hotspot, can you find me it? You didn't send me your password, so okay, I'll give you a moment. To present this award, please welcome Momentum G Sport Awards judge, Di Willie, and let's take a look at our finalists.
In the Women in Social Media category, the finalists are Leanne Mpofu, freelance social media influencer. Brittany Blau, University Sports South Africa social media coordinator. And Sinetemba Mbata, budding sports journalist.
Well, that voice was a little confused, but there's no confusion in the 2019 Women in Social Media Award. And this evening, it goes to Leanne Mpofu. Leanne Mpofu, with her ever-present blue hair, is also ever-present on social media, promoting SA Sport, focusing on various codes and offering a different perspective. Congratulations.
Wow. This is a massive shock, but but first of all, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. I'd like to also thank God for, guiding me to my passion for sport. I would like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my colleagues, my industry colleagues as well, my friends, and everyone who supported me. And thank you to all those that voted for me. Thank you.
Tata social media butterfly. Women's G Sport has also found good support in the South African radio space. The next award recognizes outstanding radio talent. The Vision View Women in Radio Award goes to an individual who's driving and promoting women's sport over the airwaves, or someone who has broken barriers in a tough industry. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. And to present this award, please welcome Victor Kasu of Vision View Sports. And let's take a look at the finalists.
In the category Vision View Women in Radio, the finalists are Karabo Mokhalakadi, Northwest FM Sports Anchor. Lerato Pajo, Vision View Sports Anchor. And Romy Titus, Radio 2000 Sports Anchor.
The 2019 Vision View Women in Radio is Karabo Mokhalakadi. Karabo Mokgalagadi is a sports anchor at Northwest FM with a big passion for radio and promoting women in sport. She has been with the station for 4 years, and while her show has a proudly South African sporting feel, she makes sure that every Thursdays are dedicated to the advancement of women in sport.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank God. This is really so unbelievable. Looking at the women that were in the same category with me, it's women I really look up to. They inspire me, and I was so nervous just, seeing that category, and it's really an honor that I made it through, or I won, especially looking at how tough it is in this industry, where men usually host sports shows. And when listeners call in and they always ask you, where is the male presenter? So that was this daily struggle I had to get over, but this really means a lot to me. So thank you to Cass, thank you G Sport and Momentum, and to everyone that voted for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The final Women in Media Award is Brand South Africa Women in Television, and it has been the most fiercely contested. This award honors women who are leading the way to ensure increased coverage for women's sport in South Africa and are excelling in the male-dominated world of sports media. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Thembi Siweya. And let's take a look at the finalists.
In the category Brand South Africa Women in TV, the finalists are Sonim Timkulu, ENCA Sports Reporter; Romy Titus, SABC Sport TV Anchor; and Xoli Zondo, SABC Sport TV Presenter.
The Brand South Africa Women in TV Award goes to Sonim Timkulu. Sonim Timkulu is a dedicated sports reporter who is determined to get to the bottom of the story. Her interest in women's sport has seen her revolutionize how the game is covered, and she's not afraid to ask the tough questions. Her passion for women's sport is seen in the work she puts on ENCA.
Right. Evening, everyone. This is very heavy. I really didn't prepare anything to say, but I just want to say thank you to my campaign manager, actually. They're sitting there, the two of them. So with the viewers, with the public vote, they did a very good job of getting everyone where they worked to do the voting, so thank you to the two of them, but also thank you to, this whole process has opened my eyes to this industry and the media industry and reporting and that and journalism and how, I don't know, how people see you and that sort of thing. So it's been an incredible few weeks, and thank you to my colleagues. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. There's a lot to say. Oh, just lastly, I suppose this is for all the women in sport that go through the daily grind of being taken seriously and not being taken seriously. This Momentum campaign of No Apology for My Success, and what Karabo, I think, from Northwest said, that you're never taken seriously. They ask, where's the male presenter? I remember when, I'm going to mention her name, Busi went to France to cover Banyana Banyana, and Lerato and Snethemba did a preview for her. and they asked us for our views. A friend of hers said that after all these years, she still talks about being undermined. And when you think about all the work that she's done, you know, the fact that this still happens all the time, you still have to prove yourself, which is a job for us. I'm going to end soon. So yeah, this is for all that. And we hope that we will get to a point where we don't need to prove ourselves, where we don't need to be 3 times as good or work 3 times as hard, or all those sorts of things, because it is a job as much as it is for anyone else. So yeah, thank you very much.
Congratulations to all our winners so far. We are now halfway through tonight's awards presentation. Remember to tweet using the hashtag #NoApologyForMySuccess, and you could be a winner of our Best Social Media Influencer Prize. Also, remember to follow at gsport for girls and at Momentum ZA. The Estee Lauder Style Star of the Year goes to a woman who owns her style and exudes elegance and grace as she goes about smashing her goals in sport. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. I know the new age kids say sidlukotin, threads, strange things like that. But I'm so glad that the Deputy Minister in the presidency is not one of these women, because wow, darling, you look great tonight. To present this award, yes, please go ahead. To present this award tonight, please welcome Estee Lauder's Khomotso Musiane. And let's take a look at who has been shortlisted as one of our finalists.
In the Estee Lauder Style Star category, the finalists are Lindiwe Dube, Supersport Anchor; Andy Mahamba, Supersport Presenter; and Xoli Zondo, SABC Sport Anchor. The Estee Lauder Style Star of the Year is Lindiwe Dube. Lindiwe Dube could not be with us tonight. Kate Nogwe will receive the award on her behalf. Bubbles, as she's famously known, is a growing style icon and known for her amazing work in both football and netball. Lindiwe Dube is a hard worker who delivers with elegance and grace.
Why I should say something, but Lindiwe wanted to say thank you to everybody who voted. She had to work tonight, so this is for her. Thank you.
Kate, you were so brief. If Lindiwe was here, I think we all know the squeaky giggles that we'd be hearing up on the podium. She's always absolutely stunning, and congratulations to her. Well, sometimes people serve the game for years and years and never receive recognition and perhaps never own their success. The G Sport Special Recognition Awards looks to change that and seek out real diamonds that would otherwise be missed. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome Fikiswa Mthethwa from Nyapotse Attorneys. I'm just going to give you a moment, and while we do that, let's take a look at 3 formidable finalists who are competing in the Special Recognition Award category.
In the Special Recognition category, the finalists are Tanita Rambrith-Hurt, aspiring astrophysicist and first-degree black belt in combat tank judo. Haley Ace, transplant games legend. And Tasman Britt, Northwest and Proteas cricketer. Well, it is a Special Recognition Award, so we had to double it up. So the G Sport Special Recognition Award goes to Tanita Rambrith-Hurt.
Tanita was not able to be with us tonight, and Sasha and Racine's Vatu of Wits Special Council will accept the award on her behalf. First degree black belt in combat Tang Sudo and Wits Tang Sudo Do Yang instructor, Rambrith Hurt won 27 medals and actively participates in raising funds for the betterment of the Wits Club.
This award is so heavy. Good evening, everyone. Tanita is unfortunately not here tonight. She is away doing her first ever presentation on her master's research at the 3rd BRICS Astrophysics, Gravity and Cosmology Symposium in Kazan, Russia. I serve with Tanita on the Wits Sports Council. And I have to say, she's a phenomenal individual. This is the speech that she asked me to say on her behalf. My parents, I would like to thank my parents and my brother Kamal, Master Greg, who is her Tang Sudo master, and the Wits Sports Tang Sudo Club, the Wits Sports Council, Wits Sports Administration, and especially everyone who took their time out to vote for her on their busy days. And thank you so much to Cass and G-Sport for empowering women in sport. And obviously it is an honor to be recognized alongside the best and women's sport in South Africa. Thank you so much to the mom, who is such an amazing woman who ran the whole campaign for Tanita. Thank you so much.
In keeping with the athlete theme, we head into our next award, which is the School Sports Star of the Year, presented by the Gauteng Department of Sport, Art and Culture, and of course Recreation. I just missed that part, pardon. This award honors school stars to inspire sporting excellence in others. The winner receives a cash prize of 20,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome Gauteng Sport, Art, Culture and Recreation MEC Mbali Hlope. And let's take a look at our finalists.
In the category of School Sports Star of the Year presented by Gauteng Sports, the finalists are Kayuri Moodley, Junior Protea golfer ranked number 2 in SA. Awande Malinga, SA Under 16 Squash Star. And Minentemia, 8-year-old chess whiz.
The School Sports Star of the Year presented by Gauteng Sport is Minentle Mia. Cute, right? Minentle is not here tonight, and her mother, Sophie, will accept on her behalf. Best player at the 2018 trials, highest merit points in the Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district. Minentle won 27 out of 29 games played between January and May 2019 and crowned Gauteng West District Under 11 2019 champion.
Thank you very much. I know I'm a blot because it's ladies that are supposed to be here. But Minentle's mother chickened out once she heard that the person who's supposed to be receiving the award is supposed to make a speech. So I had to take over. So I think you'll pardon me. First and foremost, I would like to say, we as the Mia family, thanks each and every one of the people who cast their vote on behalf of Minentle. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here with us. She's currently participating in China. So we are very grateful. And to G-Sport, thank you very much for nominating her. All the best. Thank you.
MEC Shope, I love how confident you are. Before I even announced your name, you were already here. I thought, this woman must run all family and church events. Before her partner even says, "Sukuma mngami bakbone," she would have already stood up and just be like, "I'm here." Anyway, thank you very much and congratulations to our winner. The Coach of the Year award is presented to a coach who is making a significant impact on women's sport and is actively involved in growing the careers of South African leading sports women. The winner receives a cash prize of 10,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome Limpopo Sports MEC Thandi Moraga. And of course, let's take a look at the finalists in this category.
In the Coach of the Year category, presented by the Department of Sport and Recreation South Africa, the finalists are Desiree Ellis, the first coach to qualify South Africa for the FIFA Women's World Cup; Dinesha Devnarine, SA Emerging Women's Cricket Assistant Coach; and Maritza Kutsia, Athletics Coach of World Junior 400-meter hurdles champion Zene van der Walt. The Coach of the Year is Maritza Kutsia. Maritza Kutsia is the coach of Zene van der Walt, who won a silver medal in women's 400-meter hurdles at the World Student Games in Napoli.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank G-Sport and Momentum. Thank you, it's an honor to be here. Coaching is a passion of mine, I'll keep on doing it. Thank you.
This does get awkward because I feel like I've photobombed every picture. The Momentum Emerging Athlete of the Year award has been highly contested. This award recognizes a sportswoman under the age of 18 who has excelled in the year under review. It honors the stars of tomorrow to inspire them to sporting greatness. The winner receives a cash prize of 20,000 Rand. Please welcome Momentum's Charlotte Nzubuga Mukasa to present the award. And let's take a look at the three finalists.
In the category Momentum Emerging Athlete of the Year, the finalists are Kayuri Moodley, South Africa's third-ranked senior women's golfer; Rogale Joseph, double African champion in 100-meter and 400-meter hurdles; and Zene van der Walt, World Junior 400-meter hurdles champion. The Momentum Emerging Athlete of the Year is Rogale Joseph. 2019 double African champion Rogale is a 2019 SA Under 20 100-meter and 400-meter hurdles champion and the 2019 SA University 400-meter hurdles champion.
Okay,
I'm not a talkative person, I'm really shy, but all I want to say is thank God for my talent, and thank you for everyone who support me and my parents that are here with me tonight. And for G Sports, thank you for everything you've done for women, for us as women in sport. We really appreciate everything you've done for us to advertise our talent and potential. Thank you.
It's time to unveil the Athlete of the Year with a disability. These extraordinary athletes inspire and astound us with their tenacity, their guts and expertise. The winner receives a cash prize of 20,000 Rand. To present this award, let's welcome Ntanyeni Chibase of the South African Sport, Arts and Recreation. Now, let's take a look with as she comes up. Who are the finalists in this category?
In the category Athlete with Disability, the finalists are Khothazo Monjani, first African wheelchair tennis player to qualify for all 4 Grand Slam tournaments in the same year. Luzon Kutsia, world record holder who has qualified for Tokyo 2020. And Cheryl Denise James, 3 times medalist at the Iowa's World Games in Sharjah, including gold in the 400 meters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Athlete of the Year with Disability is Khothazo Monjani. Khothazo is the first black South African woman to compete at Wimbledon and compete at the US Open as the first African wheelchair tennis player to qualify for all 4 Grand Slams in the same year.
Unexpected. Obviously, firstly, let me thank, Kes and Rick. It's been a long journey, and it's great to see that today there's quite a lot of support, We came a long way. I've come a long way with you as a nominee, so it's great to see a lot of sponsors coming up because you've mentored a lot of us and you've always advocated for us as women in sport. And I would like to thank all the sponsors who made this possible. And obviously, seeing Vision View being part of this, it's really great for me. Shout out to Vision View, because it's one of my sponsors too, and seeing them being part of this, it's really motivating indeed. And I just want to say thank you.
So Khothazo and Caster Semenya are very close, right? And I know exactly how Caster will welcome Khothazo back home. Kabogobe, Papa. These girls post up every other day on the socials. I love it. The next award is Big 5 Duty Free Team of the Year. This award honors a team that has produced outstanding results in the period under review. The winner receives a cash prize of 20,000 Rand. And to present this award, please welcome Helena Mellis from Big 5 Duty Free. And let's take a look at the 3 great teams that stand out in the Big 5 Duty Free Team of the Year category.
In the category Big 5 Duty Free Team of the Year, the finalists are Springbok Women's Sevens for winning the African Rugby title among other consistent global performances. Banyana Banyana for first ever qualification for the FIFA Women's World Cup. And Women's Wheelchair Tennis for strong global performances.
And the Big 5 Duty Free Team of the Year is Banyana Banyana. Gerald of the South African Football Association will receive the award on behalf of the team. passion, perseverance, and resilience enabled Banyana Banyana to make their first ever appearance at a FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019.
Evening, everyone. On behalf of the South African Football Association, Minister, #no apology for our success. We are very proud of these girls. Not only that first goal that you saw in France, because I know you were there, but also when we defeated Nigeria for the first time at AFCON. So these girls, Minister, you better increase your budget because they're gonna do very well. 2019, you have seen a lot of champions, you have seen a lot of girls performing, going to the World Cup. Women's sports is growing. Your budget has to be bigger because we need that budget so that we make you proud. You came at the right time, Minister, and in the sports when we are really doing very, very well. I want to thank Kes for raising that flag. I know the journey that you have taken to come to today, and I want to thank G-Sport and Momentum. Thank you very much for coming on board. We really appreciate. Indeed, we know that when a woman is up front there, we will see this kind of support for women's football. Thank you. #no apology for our success.
So, a big congratulations once again to Banyana Banyana. Can we give them another round of applause, please? Banyana Banyana is that team. You know, they cheer for other people. They cheer for other teams, even when they've been knocked out of a tournament. And I think it's only right that we sing a little. Will you guys join me? In honor of Banyana Banyana. Zizochigizinto tulamdan wenukalelani tulamdana wenukalela Zizochigizinto wenukalelani tulamdana wenukalela Bapa complete.
Thank God you can sing.
Stop it, Tato. The next award is the Public Choice Award. This award goes to the person with the most number of public votes without winning an award. The winner receives a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. To present this award, please welcome Leandra Simelane, J-Sport Award judge, and let's take a look at the finalists.
And the G-Sport Public Choice Award winner is Koli Zondo. Koli is not here tonight. Her sister Buhle will receive the award on her behalf. The Public Choice winner Koli Zondo is a SABC TV anchor and SAFM radio presenter.
Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so happy for her. I was so sad because the other two weren't there, so I need to go to her speech quickly. My goodness. So the speech goes as follows. Good evening, ladies. You're looking breathtaking tonight. I'm so thrilled to have been graced with this award. No one can ever understand just how much I prayed for it. Yes. To have it in my hands is truly surreal. I'm sorry I couldn't be here in person as I'm in the United States of America, selected by my university to be an MBA exchange student. I am owing my success not only with academics, but in the radio and television sportscast space as a registered environmental scientist. I am living my dream. Thank you to the public for voting for me. I believe in owning my success and so honored to be a winner on the Momentum G Sports Award stage. Hashtag no apology for my success.
Congratulations to Xoli Zondo. Every year since 2015, the Minister of Sport has presented 5 ministerial recognition of excellence awards on the G Sport Award stage to outstanding women who have truly excelled in their respective fields. All 5 winners receive a cash prize of 5,000 Rand. This year, there is a mix of athletes and administration personalities in a year when women in sport shown their brightest collectively since sporting unity. Now, to help the minister present the first ministerial recognition award is Eastern Cape Sports MEC Bayeni. The first ministerial recognition recipient is Carla Pretorius. Unfortunately, Carla is not here tonight, and Zanele Mdodana will be accepting the award on her behalf.
Carla Pretorius, Spa Proteus shooter who won the Netball World Cup Player of the Tournament after South Africa's top 4 finish at the Games Showpiece event. It was an incredible effort from Pretorius, who beat off players from teams that had medalled in the competition.
All right, Zanele. Let me not photobomb.
I'm a little bit taller. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister, thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence. I speak on behalf of a former teammate, the Vice Captain of the Spa Proteus, Carla Pretorius, the player in the Suncorp that got, for the first time ever, first 100 intercepts as a defender, the player that was awarded as the Earth's best netball player. I am so proud to accept this award on behalf of Carla. Unfortunately, she's still playing in Australia as we speak. She does own her success, and so do we, and we are unapologetic about how she's flown the South African flag so high in the netball fraternity. Thank you.
I can see that between these two, someone is not sure what they need to do.
But don't worry, I don't know either at this point. We didn't rehearse this part.
So sisonke.
Well, to help the minister present the next award, you can stay there if you, as I said, we didn't rehearse this part.
To help the minister present the next award, please welcome Northwest Sports MEC, Tsotso Tlhapi. The second ministerial recognition recipient is Nomsa Mahlangu.
Nomsa Mahlangu is a seasoned sports administrator and president of the Federation of Africa University Sports.
Ninjan. Minister, I'm humbled and honored. And this award I dedicate to University Sports South Africa, for it has given me an opportunity to showcase my talent, but above all, to do what I love the most. I love changing lives through sport. And for us as universities, we are better placed to be able to ensure that South Africa gets those medals at the Olympics, Minister. And I think we have shown that we can deliver. To all the ladies in the house tonight, it is about time that we throw away the modesty jumpsuit. More often than not, we do not celebrate ourselves, we do not blow our own horns, and it is about time that we blow our own horns. And I thank the Almighty God for the strength, for it is not easy. And Cass, thank you very much for recognizing women in sport and continuously pushing the boundaries. Thank you.
The third ministerial recognition recipient is Ilham Groenewald.
Ilham Groenewald is the first ever woman to serve on the South African Rugby Union President's Council and Chief Director of Maltese Sport.
Wow, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Minister, thank you. I'm really honored. My journey started 31 years ago, so who would have thought that a girl from the Northern Cape, a place called Kemus, would make it to this stage. This, however, is not possible. There are so many people that need to be thanked. I want to start off with my family in Cape Town as well as Northern Cape. People that have mentored me, that have supported me, and who have believed in me. I do dedicate this award to every single one of you, but most importantly, to the women and girls out there who on a daily basis do strive to make a difference through sport. The team of people back home in my office, I honor and I support you all the way. So Minister, by the grace of my Creator, I'm saying another 31 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MEC. The fourth ministerial recognition recipient is Tatiana Schoonmaker.
Last year's G-Sport Emerging Athlete of the Year, Tatiana Schoonmaker won double gold at the World Student Games in Napoli recently. Tatiana set a new African and South African record on her way to victory in the women's 100-meter breaststroke. She followed it up with gold in the 200-meter breaststroke. It is the second time she managed to achieve the unique double. She also did so during last year's Commonwealth Games. These feats helped her qualify for the second time for the Tokyo Olympic Games.
Wow, this is such an honor to win such a prestigious award. So thank you, Honorable Minister. I just want to say thank you to the team behind me. I honestly appreciate all of you, to Momentum supporting this award. Thank you for supporting women in sport. So yeah, this award goes to the girls out there that have a dream to become someone great. Hashtag no apologies for my success.
You know, so Tatiana almost called the minister president. And in that moment, I very closely watched the minister because I wanted to get a reaction. And I did. He looked like he'd just received the signal from Mama Winnie. You know, he had that slow nod. Minister, one day is one day. The fifth ministerial recognition recipient is Bongiwe Msomi.
Spa Proteas captain Bongiwe Msomi reached 100 international caps during the Netball World Cup and went on to lead her team to a top 4 finish, their best effort in the World Cup since the new format took over.
I am trying to walk in these shoes. It's not really helping with the height either. So anyway, Minister, it's been really amazing to have you supporting us so much. This is not the first award you've given, not to myself, but to all the netballers, to all the sporting athletes out there. So it's really great to be acknowledged. Thank you so much for that. And I have to say thank you so much to Cass and her team. G-Sport has been so grateful to all of us, especially women in sports. We always talk about not being recognized, and to have a woman leading the part of us being recognized, it's really amazing. From my side, being the captain, really great to be honored, but I lead in the front of the team that are really legends, the girls that really want to represent their country with pride, and I'm really proud to be the captain of that team. Thanks to Netball South Africa for all their hard work, all the things that they do for us. That is really why the Spa Proteas want to perform every time they step on court. It's because we know we've got the team behind the scenes that's work for us. To all our sponsors, Bongi says, you all are amazing. Just keep supporting us, and we will always go hard in trying to make our country proud, as we did in Liverpool, I believe. Thank you so much to you all.
Minister, if you're one day going to be the president, you're going to have to follow protocol. I'm just saying. Now, could all 5 winners please come up to the stage to take a picture with the minister, who might one day become the president? So you want this moment to happen. you very much to all the winners. You may make your way back down to your seats. Thank you very much. You know, I've photobombed so many of these pictures. I'm one step away from asking the photographers, "Kuyavela ngalapha?" We're ready to hand over the prestigious Momentum G Sport Athlete of the Year Award, and that will be presented by the Department of Sport, Art and Recreation and Momentum. The finalists for this award have all owned their success through their excellence and exceptional skills in their chosen fields. The winner receives a cash prize of 20,000 Rand. Please welcome the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, soon to be President. No, not soon, one day, maybe. Mr. Natim Tetwa, and Chief Marketing Officer of, who is a Group Marketing at Momentum Metropolitan, Nontokozo Madonzela. Let's take a look at who will win the coveted Momentum G Sport Athlete of the Year Award.
In the category Momentum Athlete of the Year, the finalists are Caster Semenya, unbeaten globally since 2015 over 800 meters. Gerald Stein, winner of the Two Oceans and Comrades Marathon. And Thembi Kgatlana, CAF Africa Women's Footballer of the Year, who scored South Africa's opening goal at the FIFA World Cup.
The 2019 Momentum Athlete of the Year is... She's got green hair. It's Thembi Kgatlana. Thembi is unfortunately not here tonight. Here is a message from the 2019 Momentum Athlete of the Year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thembi Kgatlana. Sadly, I couldn't join the award ceremony tonight because I'm based in China and it is during the season. Therefore, I couldn't fly back home. Nonetheless, it is an honor to be named Momentum Athlete of the Year. Hashtag no apologies for my success.
Receiving the award on her behalf this evening is Riale Dwaba from the South African Football Association and Thembi's proud dad, Gabriel Kgatlana.
Dumelang. Nna Gabriel Thembi, papa ga Thembi. Go jima ka yone ka jeko. Ke leboge G-Sport, ke leboge le batho ba ba mo votetseng. Thank you.
I think it's important for us to thank Thembi's father for giving us such a excellent athlete. You know, when I met her for the first time, you know, the way these girls were shy when she came to the academy there. But when I see Thembi standing at the CAF Awards platform and speaking, I felt like, yes, Minister, we are doing a great job as women. We are indeed doing a great job, and I know that if Thembi was here, she would say, hashtag no apology for my success. And I think it is important that all women that are here, we must not apologize for our successes. We must be proud and we must be arrogant. We must be arrogant about it. Never mind what people say, but Minister, We thank you once again for the support that you have given to our sport, football. I know you have given support to other women's sports, but you have given so much in your very short space of time in your office. You have come up and given women's football, and we are not going to disappoint. And I want to say also that COSAFA Cup, we have retained it. It's ours because we have won it 3 times. So it is a South African COSAFA trophy now because we have won it 3 times. Thank you once again, G-Sport, CARES for the good job, Momentum once again, Department of Sports, all the MECs of sports. We are still coming for that support to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much and congratulations to all our winners. And that concludes our award ceremony for tonight. Congratulations to these worthy recipients. Please, can all winners come to the stage to join the Minister and our Momentum G-Sport Athlete of the Year recipient as we conclude the show, but that will happen afterwards. So once I've said goodbye, all right, then we can all come up and take a picture with the minister. But thank you so much for coming tonight and helping us celebrate great women in sport through this prestigious ceremony. I'm sure you will agree with me that it has truly been inspiring and uplifting to see success in women's sport, and it's being recognized once again this year and celebrated. So another congratulations to all the winners and the finalists. Your country is certainly very proud of you. This evening would not have been possible without Momentum. Here for your journey to success, the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, Brand South Africa, Gauteng Department of Sport, Vision View Productions, and Estee Lauder, Big 5 Duty Free, Worldwide Sports, and Red Bull. Thank you very much to M Sports Marketing and TSO Productions for bringing it all together so beautifully. That is it from myself, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pearl Shongwe. You've been a fantastic audience, and once again, congratulations. Can all the winners, together with the Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, come up to the stage to take their pictures?